Hello, everybody, and good evening. Welcome to What's Love Got to Do with It on My Psychic Connection. I am your hostess with the mostest, Bunny Sugars, and I've missed you all so much. I hope everyone is having a wonderful evening. Cassidy says, "Let's go, Bunny." Hi, Cassidy. I miss you. I love you. Jazzy says, "Hi, Bunny." Hi, Jazzy. Hi, everybody. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and joining me today. So before we get started here, I like to go through some house rules. Emma says hi. Hi, Emma. Gorgeous Emma. Danielle says hi. Oh, with a cute little doggy icon. Hi, everybody. I hope you guys are having a good time. I hope you guys are ready to have a rocking show with me. But let's go ahead and explain a couple things really quick. So if you're new here, or if you're returning, listen up. I'm going to tell you how everything's got to go. So here at My Psychic Connection, we do offer free and paid readings. Here we just ask you provide us with a specific question down in the chat box below if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. If you have a general question, however, please make sure you visit us at mypsychicconnection.com. We use that hotline to answer more general questions because sometimes with the general reading, unfortunately, you end up going in a little bit of territory you may not feel comfortable going in on a live radio show. So make sure you go ahead and sign up for mypsychicconnection.com, and you get 3 free minutes when you sign up. And we love free stuff over here. And you can connect with me or any of the beautiful readers on our site. So make sure you go ahead and sign up to mypsychicconnection.com for those 3 free minutes. Now, importantly, though, if you have any medical or legal questions, by law, we need to save those for the medical and legal professionals. We cannot answer those here, unfortunately. And fun fact for you, if you would like to if you would like to jump ahead of the list or go into a longer reading with us, you can go ahead and donate using the link in the chat. Now, we here offer a quick reading, mini reading, medium, and mega reading. And mega readings are cool because if you want to ask about a mediumship or you want to ask more in-depth, juicy questions, you can ask up to 4 questions with a mega reading. So remember, if you want to skip the line, go ahead and donate, and every dollar of every donation will be going to the Ryan White Foundation. It is June, it is Pride Month, and in support of our LGBTQIA plus family, we are supporting the Ryan White Foundation. And so I would like to thank all of you for being here and supporting us in that mission. Now, we have some games for you guys today. So 30 minutes in, we will be having the lightning round. And go ahead and start throwing those emojis in the chat because we will be having our emoji contest, which quarter toward the end of the show, we will be announcing our emoji contest winner, and the winner gets a free general reading from me. So you get a little bit of something, a taste. If you need some advice or something, I can ask my hummingbirds for you. Look, we're going to have a good time on the show today. So I hope all of you are ready. I hope we're all getting ready to have a good time here. I hope you all have had a beautiful weekend. I've had an extremely busy weekend, but I hope it was good for everyone. I hope we were all doing our self-care like I ask everyone to do every single week. And so I am so glad to be here and see you guys today. Let's go ahead and start jumping into our first question. And while I do that, everyone tell me about your weekend. I can't wait to hear. So Emma asks, "Hi, Bunny. Back when I was 15, I met this guy online that was the son of an owner of a major brand in the international food industry. He said he fancied me and told me I was beautiful." Oh, that's really sweet. That's an interesting term, fancied. We would send Snapchat streaks, words, here and there together for a short while until his desires got out of hand and I blocked him way back because of it. Oh, that's such a shift. Okay. Emma says, "I seem to attract a lot of arrogant, authoritative, and above all society, super good, lucky on the outside, super rich and wild guys with my age range. LOL. Why do I attract these types of guys?" All right, Emma. Emma says, "Not that it's the worst thing that could ever happen." Well, it's certainly one that could cause you some pause and concern. So Emma wants to know, why do I attract these types of guys? Sometimes when you are a certain type of energy, we end up attracting types of people who might kind of be the opposite of what you're looking at. And also, we have to be very aware of something. In every love scenario, the universe and spirit likes to send us tests. Like every sort of little test or subject is someone who comes into your vicinity, basically. And sometimes when we're seeing repeat patterns of people, we haven't learned our lesson or understood the assignment from the last person that we were with. Every partner that you are with is definitely a test. And when you have a relationship or a situation that does not compute or just falls apart eventually, what ends up happening is you will repeat that lesson with someone new. Now, you can call this a karmic situation, but I don't really think it goes that deep. Sometimes you just haven't figured out the right person because you're going for certain attributes that make you think that's what you want, not realizing typically the person for you is going to be totally opposite of what you want in a person. So say when you were younger, maybe like in your 20s. Unfortunately, we've run out of time for this question, Emma, but this goes into a really important situation. So think of this as a carrot for your thoughts. When you are in your 20s and you're looking for somebody new, right? You're going to go with kind of some more superficial options. So say, do they have a good 401k? Is their credit score over 600? Or they got a little bit of coins in the pockets? Things like that. Jazzy says, hello. Hi, Jazzy. Thank you so much for joining me. And Emma says, thank you, Bunny. You are so very welcome, sweetheart. Maricela says, hello, Bunny. Hi, Maricela. I'm so glad y'all are here with me today. But like, take it into consideration when you are in your 20s and you're looking at a particular type of individual. And then you end up having you find what you're looking for, but they're never quite it. It's always something off about them. That is a sign from spirit usually that is telling you to cut away from this ideal of a person, because I've talked about it on the show before. Your ideal person is not always going to be the ideal you have in your head. Sometimes it's going to be the complete opposite, because what you want and what you need in a lover and a person is going to be completely opposite from one another typically. And so when you have repeating patterns like that, everybody, just remember, sometimes the universe is just telling you, hey, this pattern doesn't work, but we need you to see it before we send you somebody better. Typically, the universe loves the test sets, funny enough. So thank you so much, Emma, for your beautiful, beautiful question. Amanda says, hello, how are you? I'm doing well, Amanda. I hope you guys are having a good day today. I hope are, getting easier for you toward the weekend. And you guys remember, if you are having a good time here, go ahead and leave a review on journeyryanlive.com/reviews. We love feedback, definitely. So you guys, I really want to know, what was everyone doing this weekend? I'll share what I was doing this weekend. I'm gonna go first. I was vending a vendor show. I was over in Connecticut. It was a fun time. And I was very tired when I came back. So I didn't get a lot of time for self-care, but I did have a lot of fun. Damini, oh, what a pretty name, says, hello, ma'am. Hi, sweetie. I hope you're doing good today, my friend. But yes, I had a very busy weekend, but it was a very fun weekend. And I kind of feel very invigorated from that weekend, even though I was exhausted when I came home on Sunday. So I hope everything was going well for everybody over the week. And so let's go ahead and jump into another question. And remember, everybody, go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button here if you're watching here on YouTube and Facebook and all the channels. So Emma says, will anything come of anything with myself and Dan T? We've been getting to know each other over the last couple months. He goes a bit quiet sometimes. I've been told he does like me, but let's see, but I don't know what to do, as I really like him. I don't know if he's got things going on behind the scenes at home. So let's look at what's going on between the two of you. I do feel that there is a mutual energy that you two have really connected on. So this doesn't seem like a bad situation. I do feel like there is a little bit of a lack, it's like almost a lack of focus. This feels like a little bit of rushing or moving fast. So I feel like for you, you're moving mentally very fast. And then for him, he's still kind of going at a slower pace. He's really wanting to build into this relationship with you. And I do see that this can have success, but it's going to really be dependent on how fast you're wanting him to go moving forward. Because unfortunately, the speed at which you want to move is not his speed. And it's not that he necessarily is avoiding you or doesn't like you. I feel he does have a lot going on in his life, but he does like the connection that you two do have and that you are bringing to him. So I would say this is a requirement of a little bit more patience. He goes quiet because he gets very in his head. It gives a little bit more of an introverted energy. This isn't anything on you or against you. It's not you that causes that. It's more so just a quirk of him as a person. And so this is something you may deal with for a little bit of time in regards to him. But I do see things moving forward and progressing. And I do think a relationship can form, but you have to be very aware of your expectations versus his reality. That's going to be super important moving forward in this connection between you and him. Your expectation and how you wish the relationship to move, how fast you want it to go versus how fast and his reality right behind the situation, where he may want to feel or move things a little bit more slow, you may want to speed things up. And that, Emma, my friend, I'm so sorry we run out of time, but I would love to dig into that a little more because there's some important tidbits there, important carrots for your thoughts in that one, especially revolving around the speed of a relationship and what your speed versus someone else's speed. Because remember, in relationships, you're just blending two lives together. But sometimes, unfortunately, we end up like overshooting our expectations because we want them on our same path, our same wavelength, and we can't always do that. So definitely something important to think about. And thank you so much for your beautiful question. I love that we're getting into some real nitty gritty things, especially in regards to a speed of relationships. Unfortunately, we do sometimes overshoot our expectations, and we like almost over expect our partners or potential partners to be on that same wave. And unfortunately, we can't do that because we have to remember they were a person with their own thoughts, feelings, desires, and notions before us. And so to force someone else into our way of being, our desire of being, essentially, it seems kind of unfair, don't you think? It does ring a little selfish sometimes, but so always just be aware, everybody, of what your expectations in a relationship are versus the expectations of someone else, because they're not always going to align, but that doesn't mean that they're not really there for you or they really don't want to be with you. Their motives are just different. Now, Maricela says she went to the farmer's market and a water park. It was nice. Oh my God, that sounds so nice. I love a good farmer's market. Like, I've actually started really getting into gardening this year. And so I have a cute little strawberry bushel situation happening, and I grew my first strawberry. So I'm very excited about the farmers markets going on lately. Tis the season. So I love that you went to the farmers market and you went to the water park and you were able to have fun. That sounds like a bomb weekend, Maricela. So that sounds like a good time. I'm very, very happy for you. Very good on the self-care too. Look, buying flowers is self-care, even if it's for your garden. So you guys, don't forget, $1 of every donation is going to the Ryan White Foundation in honor of Pride Month. And you can go ahead and donate using the link in the chat, or go to journeyryanlive.com/donations and you can get to the donation page definitely. So you guys, let's go ahead and jump into another question. And remember, put those emojis in the chat, you guys. We're having an emoji contest, and get ready for the lightning round. We love the lightning round over here. Amanda asks, is life going to get easier soon? Amanda, it seems like you're having some difficulties with life right now. And I just want to say that I'm hoping things do get better, because no matter what the cards say, because everything does get better eventually. I just hope that you're able to feel a little bit more happiness in your heart, especially over time moving forward. So Amanda says, I'm so stressed. I'm so sorry, my friend. I do think things are going to get better for you, though. There's a little bit of inner strength that you're going to have to really, really muster up here and kind of almost realign what's happening in front of you. So it's like you need to clear the clutter. What isn't important needs to be tossed to the side, and what is the primary focus needs to be put forward, because you're thinking about things almost in like a dog pile, almost in a snowball. You're over focusing on too many things at once is what that is. So you have A, B, X, Y, and Z happening at one time. You need to take away B, X, Y, and Z and just concentrate on this one thing. There's a reprioritization that's going to help make life a little bit simpler and a little bit easier. But overall, things do get better. There just has to be a reprioritizing of what is happening in front of you. And almost don't overthink what's happening. Allow it to be what it is, but handle the most crucial, most important thing first. Don't try and take everything on at once. That's going to overextend and overstretch you. Try and make sure you hone in a focus. So make sure that focus is going to become the most important thing. And then once that focus is solved, go ahead and move into a different direction with another situation that has happened. You cannot solve it all at once. You cannot the world all at once. So do be very aware about how much essentially you are putting into one or more situations. Try not to overload yourself. It's very easy to do that, especially when you're stressed out, but you have to decompartmentalize everything. And I feel that once you're able to do that, things are going to start looking significantly easier for you over time. So all right, my friend, thank you so much. I hope that was able to help give you a little bit of clarity in your situation. But taking on too many tasks at once is the first way you can literally burn out. That is the fastest way you can burn out. So definitely go ahead and make sure that everyone here, especially carrots for all of you, beta carotene for all of you, one situation is solvable at a time. This goes into romances too. You can't solve the world's problems at once. Only put the energy into what's right in front of you. Because if you try and take on more, you end up burning out. You end up losing a little bit of willpower. You end up feeling frustrated over time. So just be really, really careful overall about how you're putting your energy into different or new situations. And especially when new things keep popping up in front of you. Oh, Lovely Light says, hi, Bunny. How are you? I'm good. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. I miss you too. I feel like I've been a little bit reclusive lately, so I apologize, but I miss you guys so much. So make sure, everybody, that when you have multiple things stressing you out and piling up in your life, go ahead and figure out what is the most pressing and most important, and let everything be what it is for now and just focus on that one thing. It's a great skill eventually to figure out. And it also works very good as well as an aspect in relationships. So take that in mind. One relationship problem at a time. So you guys, thank you all so much for joining me tonight. Remember, you can go to mypsychicconnection.com and you can sign up for 3 free minutes. So you sign up for the first time, you get 3 minutes free. And you can talk to myself or any of the other beautiful readers. You can talk to Kay, you can talk to Journey, you can talk to Energy, you can talk to all of us on My Psychic Connection, and many, many more. So make sure you go ahead and sign up for mypsychicconnection.com and get your 3 free minutes. So ain't that a good time? And make sure you guys hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons, because those are super important too. We love sharing in the party. You know, we want to share the party with everybody. So go ahead and hit those like, share, and subscribe buttons, and let's go ahead and jump into our next question. Dominique, I'm going to promise to say your name right. I'm going to get it right. I'm going to get my words together. But they would like to know, would you like to tell me how my spouse would be like? So I'm going to go on a limb here and say that you are currently not with this person. So this seems like more future sort of situation. So let's kind of get some ideas of a potential person that's floating in the atmosphere. A little bit of a potential person floating in the atmosphere. So I do see that you will have a spouse at a later point in time in your life. Right here, right now, this year is not it, but you will probably potentially by 2027. I heard that very, very loud, is when you would have that spouse. However, I do see with this Four of Cups here, there is a lot of potential for things to be really good, but I also feel you might not 100% be emotionally fulfilled by this person sometimes. So you're going to be seeking a lot of extra emotional fulfillment. This could come in hobbies, new ideas, new creative endeavors. But this is okay because this person that you're going to end up becoming solidified into a relationship with is going to be someone who can fulfill you in other ways. So it's not that you're going to be sad or miserable. A cup doesn't always mean misery, but more so, this is someone who is going to be able to complete other aspects of your life. So if you're looking for someone who is more grounded and more stable, you're going to get that type of person. Just be very aware that the type of person we're talking about now seems to be a lot not as family oriented as you might be. This isn't a bad thing. This just means there's a difference between the type of person you are and they are at their core. They seem to be more about a pentacle. They seem to be more focused on work and money, but where you stand, I feel like you would be more of a family focus. So there's going to be a little bit of an opposites attract sort of situation, and it completes. Like you two will complete each other, sort of like this yin yang symbol. So don't let these words be a deterrent to you. Just know that every type of person that you encounter in this world will. My friend, that is our time. That is the bell. But there's so much more I could elaborate on in regards to the type of person you want. And the type of person you get from the universe may not 100% be the type of person that you really want to, or not say really want to be with, but more so one you never thought you'd be with. So just because you and a potential partner's energies might be complete opposite of each other, where your focuses are different from another, it doesn't necessarily mean that this is a bad thing. It just means you two will be able to complete certain aspects of each other that you aren't completing in your everyday life. It's very, very interesting how that works. But opposites do attract, and people do complete each other, very much like a yin yang symbol. So just remember, when you're looking and shopping around for a potential partner, don't be put off by someone who doesn't tick certain boxes that you have. Allow their better attributes and other things, like their other skill sets, to shine and be able to really tell you if they're going to be a right match for you. If they don't like cats, but you don't like cats, it doesn't mean you two aren't going to work. So allow those differences to become a positive if you allow them the chance to. So, just some interesting food for thought in that one. It's very peculiar a lot of the times how we look at what we want and then what we get is totally different. And remember, everybody, if you would like to skip ahead of the line and you would like to donate, remember that every dollar of every donation is going to the Ryan White Foundation, supporting our LGBTQIA plus allies. Do go ahead and hit that donation button. We love the support here. We love supporting a good cause here at My Psychic Connection. And with that said, you guys, let's go ahead and take another question. Gemma says, there's in my life keeps going wrong, one thing after another. Do I have a life purpose? If so, what is it, please? Oh, Gemma. My friend, things in my life. No problem. I got you. So there are things in your life that keep going wrong one after another. Do you have a life purpose? Girl, yes. Everybody has a life purpose. The thing is, we have to understand something, that our purpose changes throughout time. Look at me. At one point, I wanted to run a farm. That did not happen for me. But I have found other things that I've become passionate about and become more forward in to drive me as my life purpose. There is no one singular thing everybody is supposed to do. We are multifaceted humans. We are multifaceted individuals. There's not just one thing we're supposed to do. There's multiple things that encompass who we are. Just like how you have multiple star signs, not just your sun sign, that contribute to who you are as a person. There's so much more to you than just this one singular focus in your life that doesn't exist. So, yeah, you have that life purpose, but unfortunately that is not something I'm able to read in you. And it's not because you don't have one, it's because you haven't fully figured out and honed in what those things to focus are on. What does Gemma like to do? What does Gemma feel passionate about? Are you a writer? Are you a photographer? Do you like to read books? Do you like to review books? Like, what is it that brings you joy? And you turn that into your life purpose. You sit and you think about how these things make you feel. These hobbies, these goals, these ambitions you desire. How do they make you feel on the inside? And then take that desire and branch it out. Oh, my friend, I have so much more. Oh my God, we're going to talk about that in detail because I see that question a lot. And Gemma says, I didn't think of it like that. I like helping people. Definitely. So it's like, everyone, take these ideas that you have about the type of person you are, take these hobbies you love, take these things that drive you and make you want to do something, make you want to create something. Gemma says, thank you. You are so very welcome. Take those and turn them into passions, push for them. Everyone says, you got to hustle for your money and hustle for your dreams. Well, this is a part of it. Sometimes these hobbies that you have become your dreams. And when the dreams begin to form, they become ambitions. And that takes you to your life purpose. There's no one singular thing. We're made to do everything, or as much as we can. You can only juggle so much at a time. But don't think of yourself as having one singular focus in life. Maricel says, I love that explanation. To help sees things in another light. Yes, I'm so glad, because that is something in my only short 32 years here on this earth, I've had to figure that out too. There's no one thing you're supposed to do. You can do whatever it is you want, as many things as you want. But it's not until you put the energy into making it a dream, making it an ambition, does it actually become a purpose for you and fuel you. Oh, I have goosebumps. Oh, we were preaching. we were really getting up in there. That's one I could go on with forever, because I feel like that is something I've experienced personally. So I'm so glad I'm able to help you guys see that in a different light, because that is super important. We get real stressed out when we start thinking about what is my life purpose. And it's always how we're made to see it societally is always this one thing. It's never just one thing. That's boring. That's whack. It doesn't have to be one. If you can't just have one Twix, why do you have to have just one drink? Like, come on. Think about it like that. You can't just have one cupcake. You're going to have more than one, definitely. Or at least I am. I don't know about y'all. But thank you so much, my friend, for your beautiful, beautiful question. And thank you guys so much. We are really, really getting deep in here today. And remember, if you guys want to keep getting a little bit more deeper with me, well, not with me, because I'll be off. At a certain point, the party got to stop, but the party doesn't stop because I'm just gone. The bunny party stops. But at 10 p.m. tonight, you can get on here and party with energy. And energy can help get you guys real deep into some of these questions about life too. So once I'm offline, the party don't stop, because y'all can go have a good time with energy. So catch her at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're not done yet. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and jump into our next. You guys, you heard the thunder and the lightning. We are here at the lightning round, and here are the rules. You have 3 minutes to ask me as many yes or no questions as possible, and I will answer you guys with a yes, no, or undetermined. So I want to see y'all post as many questions as physically possible. Rain, shine, is it light outside? Did the sun set yet? I want to hear and see all of your questions. So go ahead and start posting them down in that chat. And we got 3 minutes to ask me as many questions as you can. So go ahead and jump in it. Look, we get to do a full intuition test with me. So let's go. I want to see as many questions as possible in the next 3 minutes. Remember, yes, no, or undetermined will be my answer. So only yes or no questions. Gemma asks, will I go to my brother's wedding reception? Yes, you will. Maricela, should I friend A? No. Cassidy, will I move before the end of 2025? Thank you. Yes. Ooh, exciting. Lovely Light, is V going to be a good match for me? Yes. More than yes. Firefly, have I met my divine partner I've manifested? No. I want to ask you more about that. Ooh, talk to me, friend. Gemma says, my cat poops in the bathroom. Man, wait a minute. Is she stressed? Yes, baby is stressed out, but we gotta have a conversation. Marty, does Missile really like me for me? Yes. Marty, is church frustrated with me right now? Ooh, yes. Ooh, I want to talk about that one too. Maricela says, will I be moving in the next 3 months? Undetermined. Ooh. Gemma, will I go to Stony Cove this year? Undetermined. Squirrel, will I be able to do more renovations on my mom's house in the next few months? Yes. Definitely. Marty says, will I ever have a small wedding I want? Yes. Marty, will I get my room the room set up the way I dream of? Yes. Oh, I can't wait. Lovely says, will I move before the fall? Yeah. Ooh, yes. Gemma says, will I see Adam next month? Undetermined. Gemma, is my cat jealous of the baby? Yes. Ooh, look at me getting animal downloads. Gemma says, will I go on vacation with Adam this year? Yes. More to that. Firefly says, does Scorpio steps forward when he thinks I can give attention to someone else? Yes. Ooh, yes. Marty says, will I be able to fix things with the church? I don't know. Cassidy says, will I own the next place I live? Yes. Yes, friend, yes. Lovely. Will my mom move on? Undetermined. Marty, will I move to Canada someday? Yes. Yes. Emma, will I get my car soon? Undetermined. Marty, with my friend church, not the religion. Oh, I don't think you two are gonna make will I see Dan soon? Yes. Gemma, should I become friends with Vicky again? Undetermined. We got to talk about that. Emma, does Dan think about me when not in contact? Yes. Oh my God, you guys, we still got a moment and some. All right, so the lightning round is over. Everyone, thank you so much for participating. You were awesome. Some of you threw me off. Church being their name threw me off for a second, but I do think that it still reads true that I don't know, but we got some things to talk about, y'all. Matt says, hey, what's going on, y'all? Hey, Matt. I hope you've been doing good. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you so much for joining me today. We have things to talk about, y'all. Between Gemma's cat and everything else going on, we have to have a conversation. And y'all always throw me off with these questions. And I'm sitting here like, I'm not getting an explanation. And Gemma says, and cat poop. Yes, ma'am. I need you to come back and explain this to me. Cassidy says, amazing job, Bunny. Thank you. You are so very welcome, my beautiful friend. You guys had me in shambles for a minute, Gemma. I don't know if y'all just throw me some questions to throw me off. Y'all are funny. I love you guys. Thank you all so much for participating. Maricela says, that was awesome. Thank you so much. You are so very welcome. It is my pleasure. Marty says, damn, she's been my friend since I was a teen. Ooh, friend, we got to talk about that one. I want to talk about that one with you. We're going to get in there. Put some questions in the chat because y'all, especially some of y'all, need to put some questions in the chat. I'm not an animal reader, but I need to understand what's going on with this cat. Like, It's time. You guys, thank you so much. Lovely Light says, Bunny's so beautiful. Oh, stop. Thank you. My little heart, my little happily caffeinated heart. Thank you. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and jump into our next question. Firefly says, okay, I repost things. Going to ask Scorpio for a meetup. How will he take it? How will it go? How the day goes? How it goes on the day? Whoa, sorry. English is kind of rough. So will he take it? How will he take it? Will you two meet up? I do think most generally you two will be meeting up if you were to ask him out. I do see this as being received more positively, believe it or not. However, I do think it's going to feel for you a little bit complicated. Now, firstly, I see the date going just fine. I think it's going to go okay. I think you're going to be like, yeah, that's cool. However, I do feel like you're going to have suspicions about him talking to other people or him just not being 100% entertained or involved with you and how you're feeling in the relationship. Like, you're looking for a level of exclusivity and he may not be ready to give that to you, and you're going to start feeling suspicious about that. So that's kind of like just generally the thought process that I'm kind of picking up. Like, oh, who is he out with? What is he doing? You're going to start having these thoughts. I would say be very careful of these thoughts because quite frankly, you could have a good date, but those little tidbits of those little nuggets of thought that you kind of have in the back of your head about what's he doing, who's he doing it with, how things going, who's he talking to, those can really put a damper on the situation. This looks like it can be a really good situation considering this date does seem like it could go very well, but just be very careful about how you talk about certain situations and how you ask about certain situations. Quite frankly, I feel like this is something you shouldn't really ask about, and that is simply because you might kill a good thing before it starts, because if it turns out he becomes defensive about some of your questioning, just keep that in mind, that might kind of eat this relationship up a little bit. All right, my friend, thank you so much. Be very aware, everybody, of questions you ask potential partners, because you might jump the gun too soon. You might jump that barrier way too soon. You never want to ask someone you're getting to really get involved with. Firefly, my nagging doubts. Okay, I'll be careful. Yes, because sometimes those questions can be more of a turnoff than your personality in any way, shape, or form. If you're getting to, like, think about it with people. You don't want someone in your business like that, especially if you're just like getting to know somebody. I would kind of fight someone if they were like, so who else are you talking to? That's not your business. That's not necessary business. We're just having coffee. Relax, you know? So just be careful about the types of questions you phrase and how you phrase them, because sometimes it just doesn't pan out the way you want it to. And sometimes it's our own morbid curiosity. And quite frankly, some shit is just better to not know. That's kind of how I feel about things, especially when you're just in the talking to phase. Some things are better to not know. And it's not really necessary to know until there's actually like commitment being talked about, right? Firefly says, thanks so much, Bunny. You are so very welcome, my friend. And I'm so glad I've been able to help give you a little bit more clarity. And remember, guys, go ahead to mypsychicconnection.com. When you sign up, you get 3 free minutes and you get to talk to me or any of the beautiful readers here on the site for free. Like 3 free minutes. That's lit, right? Gemma says, my grandson was here and my cat got very jealous and pooped in the bathroom afterwards. Yeah, because that's baby. The kitty is baby. Look, animal reading is not one of my gifts, but I can tell you right now, I have a little rabbit sir here, Mr. Boy, who got jealous when I brought another one in. And that's because that's baby. He's the baby. He is the one who wants to be the baby. And if you really want to get a good animal reading, you take yourself down to Kay's show. Kay comes on every Monday at 10 p.m. She can read some animals, because you know who I go to when my rabbits need a diagnosis on what the heck is wrong with them this week? I go to Kay. I say, go talk to your niece and your nephew. And she gets to hear from me every week about something my rabbits done did. And I'm like, why are they acting like this? If you want a good animal reading and figuring out what's going on with them, you go talk to you some Kay. Kay will get you right. She knows what's going on with the babies. Oh my God, you guys, thank you all so much. We are having so much fun here today. And remember, if you want to skip the line, $1 of every donation is going to the Ryan White Foundation here for Pride Month, supporting our LGBTQIA plus community because we love our family. So let's go ahead and jump into another question. Danielle wants to know, what is in store for the rest of June? Okay, my friend. June is very interesting. Why is my face getting hot? Did someone make you irritated recently? Because I feel like you're going through some social issues. I feel like something's not coming to fruition the way you want this June. And it has something to do with communication and people. This could be work situations, and this could be a little bit of a hiccup socially with somebody. Because I feel like if I could put it into words, someone's been talking at you and you're just like, I can't be bothered. I cannot deal. So I feel like you're going to have a lot of interesting lapses in communication going on with June. June is a very interesting month in a communication sense, quite frankly. I've noticed that myself too. So you're going to have a lot of hiccups with communication, especially with people who are close to you. Like I said, this could be friends, this could be family, this could be work relationships. And something is not going to go your way in regards to this situation, and it's probably more so likely going to hurt your feelings. So whoever it is that you might be already kind of having a little itch, like a tip in communication with, that's going to be the one that's going to be your trigger point for this month. So I see that communication for you for the rest of June is going to be very iffy. Be very careful about how you bite back in your communication as well, because what I'm also seeing here is you almost, I don't want to say you're popping off at the mouth, but something's just going to tick you in the right way, and you are going to say something and you're going to hurt someone by accident. Be very careful about how you choose to communicate your feelings and express that side of yourself, because what you don't want to do is overexpress and then accidentally hurt someone that you can heal a relationship with. Thank you so much for your beautiful question. Unfortunately, that is my time in that question, but communication is key. There's something really very interesting in the water going on with like Gemini season. Communication's weird. However, for I think a real good rundown on that, I feel like you guys should go watch Squirrel's show, because I'm not the resident astrologer, but Squirrel damn sure is. And so you can catch Squirrel on Tuesdays at 10 p.m. with her show in her beautiful forest, because there's some, I'm going to talk to Squirrel about this. There's something with Gemini season where people are all the way out of pocket. I don't know what's going on. So make sure you go check her out, especially if y'all want to see what's going on this season for real with them signs. It's a time. Summer's going to be interesting. And don't forget, y'all, go ahead and put those emojis down in the chat, because we're having an emoji contest. There's still time. And you get a nice little reading from me. I get to tell y'all all about some stuff. And someone's got a message here in the energy, and I can feel it in my bones. So go ahead and start throwing those emojis in the chat, and make sure you guys like and hit and share them subscribe buttons, all them buttons. Go ahead and share the My Psychic Connection party with everybody. We're having a good time here. We're always having a good party over here. So let's go ahead and jump into another question. Let's see. Ellie Germain, am I heading in the right direction in life? All right, let me see what I can do for you, my friend. What direction are you heading in life? I feel like there are certain barriers and certain thought processes you need to eliminate from your current position within yourself right now. You might be overthinking and potentially overstepping how you think about certain things. So Spirit is kind of alluding to the fact that you've put these walls up with a lot of how your mental process is. And unfortunately, with those walls, you are allowing other people to infiltrate how it is you think and feel about certain situations in your life. There's a need for you to really expand on how you as a person are moving through certain types of endeavors, how you as a person are moving through your desires in life, because these aren't unachievable desires. The way you go about them seems to be where your roadblock is coming from. I don't necessarily want to ever say someone is heading in a wrong direction. That seems like an overly negative thing to say to someone looking for guidance. But what I do feel is there's a misdirection that is happening. And unfortunately, with this misdirection, what may end up happening is you are going to be burning bridges and cutting connections where you may not mean to. So be very careful about things moving forward in your life and where you're choosing to go. There's more of a reliance on your own inner strength to really rely on your own merits to push you through. You are skilled at what you do, and you can become more skilled. There's just a need for you to realign and reassess how it is you push through certain situations and what you're willing to do to get to that end goal you're looking for. So just do take that into perspective from spirit. It's never that you're heading down a wrong direction or a bad direction. Sometimes every direction you take needs a little bit of an adjustment and a redirection. That's okay. We're humans and we're all going to mess up. We're all going to think about things wrong. We're all going to have highs and lows and ebbs and flows, but we're always going to be able to make a redirection. Spirit is never going to allow us to just fall on our faces and not give us a way back up. So I do hope that was able to help, my friend. Thank you so much for your beautiful, beautiful question. And you guys, get ready because I can feel the emoji contest coming. So I hope you guys are putting those emojis in the chat. And let's go ahead and jump into our next question. Marcella, how does the rest of June look for me? I'm ready for it. All right, Miss Ma'am. Let's see what's going on for you in June. I love these June questions. June's just a weird time, ain't it? So, June for you. There is a bit of decision making you need to make, and there's a lot of separation that needs to happen. So June for you is you are standing your ground and pushing away. You are throwing people, thoughts, ideas, foolishness, BS, and unnecessary thought processes away. This may look to other people like you're throwing away certain aspects of your future. They're not. Don't think about it that way. You are simply beginning to draw some very heavy boundaries with people. Now, things are going to be a little bit unstable, unfortunately, over the next couple of weeks. This is going to feel very unstable in your pocket, but this isn't a bad thing. This is just the unfortunate result of doing complete life overhauls like what you're doing now. You will be separating from people who no longer serve you. You will be fighting for what you desire. You'll be pushing to almost elevate yourself in a way you hadn't before. It's like, I'm fed up, I'm done, F this. I'm going to make things happen. That is your mentality moving forward. And that is exactly what's happening. The problem is in June, you are going to go through a really nasty decline, but it's not because of something you're doing. It is the unfortunate, the tower fall before the shift comes situation. Because remember, in order for change to happen, we must knock down every single wall that we have built around ourselves, whether it is financial protection, whatever bad thought we've had, we got to knock all that crap down and we have to rebuild this mess from the ground up. You are starting your groundwork in June, and that's not a bad thing. It's just going to suck for a couple weeks. I promise it's going to be okay. Oh, my friend, you are going through a very, very, very exciting time right now. So it's going to feel rough, but woo-saw through it. And you are going to be able to get where you need to go, you guys. And thank you so much, Maricel, for your beautiful, beautiful question. And everybody, remember, make sure that if you are having a good time here, leave a review at journeybrianlive.com/reviews. Woo, my words escaped me. That was the chocolate covered espresso bean hitting. Maricela says, sounds weird to say, but I'm so glad it's happening. Yes, definitely good things are on the horizon. Just go ahead, let the tower fall, let the chips fall where they may, and then put some new chips up there and spin that roulette wheel and get right back on it. You got this. Think about it like a casino game. Maybe I want to go to the casino this weekend. All right, you you guys, it is time for our emoji contest winner. So thank you so very much to Gemma. Gemma, thank you so much, gorgeous. You are our emoji contest winner for today. Let me get you some hummingbirds because I feel very uplifted. Gemma says, yay. I feel very uplifted. Them chocolate covered espresso beans are hitting me like a rocket. And so let's go ahead and get you some beautiful encouragement for the day. I'm feeling not so spicy today. So your first card out is Lotus Jewel. Underneath your feathered exterior lies a radiant diamond. I draw this card for you a lot, Gemma, but it's okay because there's more to the message. I want to pull one more so we can round all that up together, or however many more Spirit wants to give me. So the next card out for you is Epic Journey, and this is one I haven't pulled for you before, my friend. It says, you've flown so far already. Keep your gaze on the horizon. You're almost there. Gemma, we are coming into ourselves. We are coming into our beauty, our wisdom, our elegance, our eloquence. We are coming into all of the things that make you you. You're starting to see it. You're starting to talk a little bit better about yourself. You're starting to see, all right, I have some potential here. I can still high step around the corner if I want to. I can get it together, and you can. So you're starting to see where your journey is actually beginning. Because quite frankly, we go on many journeys in this life. We don't just have one mission this entire time. We got to go on 60 side quests before we die too. And this is your side quest. The rediscovering of Gemma, the rediscovering of you. Gemma says that's a perfect card. I'm so glad because it really is hitting with the fact that you are on your way to this new self-discovery about you, this acceptance of you, this feeling better about you, realizing that you're not like a horribly screwed up person, realizing that you have more to offer than you thought you did. Like, you are so much more. And I've been telling you this for a minute, ma'am. I've been telling you for a minute. You offer so much more than you allow yourself to believe. And now with this card here, you are finally starting to see it. And so, yes, I'm going to say here, congratulations on entering this next phase of your life, because this is where you start that journey of self-acceptance to the fullest degree. It will be hard. It will not be comfortable all the time, but you are certainly well on your way. Gemma, round everyone, give Gemma some love in the chat, because to come far and be able to accept aspects of yourself is not something that we do easily as people, especially when we come from a society that looks down upon us for just being just a little bit different than someone else next to us. So do give Gemma lots of love in the chat, and everyone who is going through that similar type of self-acceptance journey, congratulations to you too, because you deserve that type of love and celebration. It is amazing when you're able to open yourself up and really say, fuck you if you don't pay my rent. Why do I give a crap about what you got to say? So give yourselves a pat on the back. Definitely. And thank you so much, everybody, for joining our emoji contest. Connie says hello. Hi, Connie. I love your name so much. I love a good Connie. Thank you, everyone, so much for participating in our emoji contest. Make sure if you're having a good time here, go ahead and leave a like, a share, subscribe, do all the button clicks, because then you'll always be notified of when we're having a good old time over here at My Psychic Connection. Gemma says, yes, yes, Gemma. Gemma says, thank you so much. You are so very welcome, my beautiful, beautiful friend. Guys, don't worry. We got mypsychicconnection.com. So if you want to talk to me a little bit longer, y'all want to get into some feel-good emotions and talk to me, and have a good time, make sure you sign up for mypsychicconnection.com. You do get 3 free minutes if you are wanting to talk more about some of the things we talked about here today. So make sure you go ahead and sign up and get your 3 free minutes. We love free stuff over here. All right, you guys, go ahead. Oh, let's go ahead and jump into our next question. I'm getting excited. Squirrel says, hello, beautiful bunny. I've had a project and I've wanted to do it for a few years. Last week, both Cassidy and Kay spoke of fear holding us back from our goals. It's writing. So yeah, there's fear. LOL. Girl, I understand. Squirrel, should I move forward with my writing project? Yes, immediately. How would it go? All right. So first and foremostly, you need to go ahead and start writing. And then you need to send it to me because I want to see everything you're writing because I'm your favorite nosy bystander. But honestly, quite frankly, the more that you put that love and desire into your writing, the more you start doing it, the more that love is really going to go be put into that work. It's like if you could transcribe love and emotions and feelings and passion into words, it's like you're burning your desires onto that paper. Ooh, that's a magical feeling. So this is something that can have the potential to be very, very lucrative for you. You have a way with words. Your storytelling really is like eating me up in this. I have goosebumps currently. You just have to remember that when you start writing, not everyone's going to take to it immediately, but that's okay because the people who truly appreciate it are going to be the ones who spread it out. It almost feels like it's a fear of who and what is going to, how people are going to process my work. Don't let that fear consume you, because when you start with that small baseline of people who just eat that work up, which I feel like I am too. Squirrel says, I always feel like I'm really short with written word, but this is a passion project. I'm scared. Don't be scared, please. Please don't be scared, because when I tell you this looks like a success, it is. And your emotion, that passion, that love, that desire, it's burned onto the paper. And the right community is going to pick it up and they're going to blow it up. So that fear you feel is temporary. That fear is only going to last a little bit of time, because you're going to see how those words that you've transcribed onto paper affect so many people. And that's going to give you your drive. Just start putting it on paper, because you don't know who it's going to give that new life to. Go ahead and just do it, my friend. It's going to be successful, I promise. And I won't lie to you. So thank you so much, Squirrel, for your beautiful question. And then send me everything when you write it, because I'm going to read it, because I'm nosy. All right, you guys, we are at our last question of the evening. So who do we have? It's Marty. Hi, Marty. Marty says, hi, Bunny. I've had a friend. He has a crush on me, unsure if mutual yet, named Orion. He wants to visit someday. Do you ever see us going to a Ren fair together like we want? And if so, will it go well? So will you two end up going on to the Ren fair together? Definitely see that as something happening. Now, will it go well? Quite honestly, I feel this connection, it feels a little bit shy. There's a reservedness here. And that's not a bad thing. It's good to be reserved in a situation, but this is something that can, not just be a good thing, but it's going to be a continuation. So this isn't going to be the first and last. There's going to be many of these cute little dates between the two of you. I feel like you two would go to like craft fairs and stuff. I'm like, my heart. So I do feel like that you guys are going to really begin to form this communication and this connection. I do feel that there are some fears that will hold you back, but ultimately the first date is going to be good enough to warrant a second one. I do feel that you have some hesitations going on, especially about how you view this potential dynamic. But I do think it has the potential to go well. Just be very careful and use your discernment when looking at certain things. But ultimately, you two will go to more stuff together and do more things together. I see this visiting happening and going well. I do feel like you may not fully want to. Marty says, we would definitely do something like that if we could. I'm just wary sometimes. And that's rightfully so. People can be a little bit not full with their intentions. I do think that there are some little bit of red flags to be very aware of and use your discernment about, but ultimately allow things to progress, because this could turn into something. Just use that really good brain that you got. And if something doesn't add up, don't allow it to move further. That's how you want to approach that. So don't let that. All right, my friend, thank you so much for your beautiful question. And everybody. Unfortunately, the party does have to come to an end, but I will be back Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time again for What's Love Got to Do with It. And then the party doesn't stop just because I'm off the phone. Energy's coming up at 10 p.m. Eastern Central Time, so you can catch Energy, the beautiful metaphysical crone, my beautiful sister in crime. So, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your beautiful questions and for participating. I hope that everyone I've read for gets to go leave this show and then go into Energy show asking more questions, but also feeling good about everything we've talked about today. And I want to thank you all so much for being here. I love you all very, very much. Please take care of yourselves, drink lots of water, and do a little self-care this weekend. Have a wonderful evening and take care. Bye-bye.